7:02 there, but 7 a.m. there. Just getting ready to hit the road to go to the body shop. Get the day started. Thought I'd take you along for a partial bit of the ride. I just dumbass here, renters blocking the damn street. The hell. Nobody has any consideration for nobody around here. Park right down in the middle of the street there. Anyway, I got about a 5-minute ride to the office. What do we got going on there today? Let's see, we finished that Raptorliner Jeep from last week. The hood got done, the customer came back in, we put the hood on. And guess what? He decided to do the rest of the Jeep. All the black stuff he wants coated with Raptorliner, because the stuff that he has is aftermarket and it doesn't match. So he wants everything to match, and he also wants a clear coat over it so it doesn't fade. Because after time it does dull. You know, it stays black, but it gets dull. So, you know, I tried to sell him that in the beginning, but no, I don't want to do the extra. But now he's doing the whole thing and the extra, so it'll come out good when it's done. What else is going on? We're working on that Mustang, and I'll go over this when I get to the shop. We got it up on the lift. We found an oil leak up on the valve cover gasket, and the oil pan gasket is leaking also, which is, if it is the gasket, we're going to have a problem with that because the engine is going to have to come out. So, those are two of the things. We continued the tear down on the Chevelle, and that's about it. So, I'll get back on when I get to the shop, and we'll go over all the goodies. Talk to you guys in a bit. All right, here's the update on this one. You see we got oil everywhere here, and it looks like way up at the top it's a missing bolts are loose or something.
I lost my fucking jacket on cold. Turn the heat on. Sorry, Barb.
Yeah, it's leaking all around here, so we got to figure out what's going on with that. I think it's you see it's wet all the way down. Anyway, that's this one, but it is running. We're working on trying to find a convertible door. But the more I look at this paint, look at this here. I don't know if you can get some light on that. I don't know if you can see it, but there's all kinds of gouges and stuff in that paint on the bottom. I don't think he's worried about that though. On this one, as you can see, we got all of this stuff off. We got good part of the grille and headlight section off. The hood is there. It's a little too cold right now to even try to get the glass out. So that's that old original glass sealing tape. So we're gonna wait till it warms up a little bit, maybe park it out in the sun and do that. We got the back bumper off, got all this stuff taken care of. Got all the moldings off around the doors, and we're going to continue getting this thing taken apart today. That was just parked here waiting on the approval. And that's about it. We do have a Jeep coming in for the fuel door needs to be painted today. All these Amazon trucks are still on hold, waiting on approval. Got to send the estimates out, then they got to look them over and decide whether they're going to do the work or sell them and get a new truck. But anyway, that's our update for Tuesday morning. All right, got a quick update for you guys. Let's go in the booth. I'm going to shut the fan off so we can hear. Oh, that's light, it's not fan. All right, we just got this grill in. And they wanted it painted satin black And that's how we have it, satin black. And once it's dry tomorrow, all these little honeycombs are going to be painted lime green. That's going to be lots of fun. We'll probably be better off taping this off, and then just taping that off, and then spraying that lime green. Working on accessories for the Chevelle. Got that done. Also got, let's see, I'll leave the fan on for a second. That, if you guys shoot satin black, this is awesome right here. 2-part, 4-to-1, works great. 2 coats, 1 wet coat, 1 medium coat, then done. Here's what we got going on with the Chevelle. We got this side started to be sanded down. Same thing over here. Starting to get the DAs out and knock all this paint off. Got this quarter cut out, and then we found out the inner quarter is bad also. This section here, we're going to make a new piece, and we're ordering this piece. On this side over here, we are good. So this side, we're gonna flange this edge, and then we'll set that quarter panel in. I gotta just grind this piece off yet. Drill out the welds and pull that little section off. And then this side can get put back together. We'll get all of the surface rust treated, fix these little wrinkles, because I don't believe they have those wrinkles on the other side. No, they don't. This side is a little bit different than that side. But yeah, this was hit back here at one point. That's why I think that little wrinkle came from, because it was hit back up in here. So yeah, we got it going on. The owner is ordering this part, so when that gets here, we'll cut that out and put it in. This one here, we get the roof off. We found out it's missing a lot of parts for the window mechanisms. So we are in search of window mechanism parts and all the stuff that goes down in here. It's sort of a little bit of a nightmare. All the parts up on the shelf over there. But yeah, that's in need of stuff. So a few things going on. All right, talk to you on the next update. All right, well, I think this time I'm recording. I did a video early this morning, but guess what? Dumbass didn't push the button to start it. There's that grill. All done. 2 coats of base, 2 coats of clear. We'll undo that tomorrow. Hinges are sandblasted for paint. And what else we got going on? Bill is the green machine today, painting green paint. Dominic is doing sandblasting on the hinges and cleaning up little pieces here and there. Show you where we're at on this. We've got a little bit more done. I don't know if you've seen the interior, but the interior is no longer in the car. Headlines is out, everything's out, pretty much. Find no rust on the floors, no rust on the doors. This dent is knocked out. This one we can't get to, so we're gonna have to go old school on this one. Drill some holes, use a slide hammer, pull it out, or use the welder and pull it out with the welder. That quarter panel's cut. I don't know what I showed you yet. I went through here with the razor knife to get out all the heavy sealant that was around each window. I'm waiting for it still to get warm so I can get the glass out. Here's all the panels for the interior. We pulled the speakers out. They're in here. They're in poor shape, so he's going to need new speakers. So we're just saving all the stuff. This way we know what we have. Here's the seats, the deck lid, all the door panels and all the parts and the dash and everything up on top from the inside. This here we cut this side out and Got that in. That dent is knocked out. Just got finished taking all the trim around the windows off. Got the front glass out of the doors. And then we got this monkey in here for side step. This one we built here. This one here, the side step is not working, so we have it off. Probably waiting for a motor. Where are we at on the Mustang again, George? The whole video this morning didn't record.
On the Mustang, we got rid of the erratic idle it had, reset the distributor and dropped that in, replaced the ignition coil so it starts and runs fine now. Idle's at 1,000 RPMs. Did an oil change on it. Right now we're waiting for window parts, and my next step would be to tear the dash down and get in there for the blowing system because it doesn't blow hard enough through the vents.
So probably
It's either we got a broken door because it looks like that, or we're missing a vacuum cylinder for it to hold vacuum because it does not hold vacuum.
There you go. That's the update on the Mustang.
And I was working on the lights here, the dash. He's got half LED and half condescending bulbs.
And that's no good. You gotta have one or the other.
The bulb for the switch here, for the light switch, is not operating properly.
Alrighty, yeah. Well, that's the update on the Mustang. And then we got, that is back, but it's back for other things beyond our control. The new stainless steel you buy these days is not really stainless steel, it's composite stainless steel and something else. So the screws are, like these screws have a little bit of rust around the washers, and he's complaining about that. So we're going to take those screws out, and we are going to clear coat them. You see the screws are rusting and running down here. So it's just surface, surface stuff. But when you pay money for restoration, of course, you can complain about things. That we didn't do anything on to the hubs on this one, and when he took it out a week after he took it, this hub started leaking oil. So we're going to correct that. And it's just silly little things like the gas gauge was working when it left here. Now it's not working. Temperature was working when it left here. Now it's not working. A little orange light on the dashboard flashes when the directionals flash. That stopped working. And I think it all has to do with the directional switch that we had to rebuild the contact flasher. Yeah, you heard me right. Contact flasher. It's not a normal flasher. Most flashers have 5 posts that plug in. This one has 4 posts, and it has a contactor in it that when it's energized, it closes. So when you flip the switch, it goes for your flashing. And that works the directionals and the hazards. And I think the welds or the solders came loose again. It's got some funky solder that they had on it from Brazil. I don't know what they use in Brazil, but it don't like anything we have here in the US. So we have to take that apart and see if we can resolder, clean it up, and make it work again. Like I said, we got that dent pulled out. That one we've got to work on. Just little stuff now. I have to order, or actually, the customer ordered this panel here, the inner rocker. The other side is good, this side is not. So I washed everything down with Osphos, and we're going to rebuild the bottom of this part, bring it down. It's supposed to come down to here, so we're just going to rebuild that. We'll weld a piece in there, and we're going to wait for that other section, and we're going to cut that and graft a piece in. So we are on a roll, I think. Also, see our drain spout right there? Some of the mechanics like to drive into that thing every 2 months and knock it off the wall. Well, we got this motorhome here. Bill, who works in the shop, he used to work for an RV company down here, so he's an expert on these things. He's got 40 or 45 years in on them. And they hit the corner of the building with the RV. So we just got to be sanded out. Everything else buffed out except for this spot up here. So I think we may be able to touch that up. I'm not sure. But we're going to be painting that tomorrow. Hopefully it's not 50 degrees like it is now. I'm freezing my butt off. Florida's supposed to be warm, but it's every day this week in the afternoon drop down real, not real cold, but cooler than it should be. So anyway, that's what we got going on. We're about 10 minutes till quitting time. And yeah, we're just chilling out right now. Turn off all the compressors and get ready for shutdown. But yeah, we got stuff going on. Poster is supposed to be here before the end of the week, which is tomorrow, with samples. So I can get everything going on this. He can take all this interior with him if he wants. Build it up. I think he said somewhere around $6,500 to do the interior. And that's what it is. So I have nothing to do with that. The owner of the car is going to deal with him direct. So, and we got the dashboard in the office, so I just have to pull off the surrounds there. So it's got digital Dakota gauges in it, which is good. But I can't find the backing that goes around everything, the surrounds. There's one I did find that is customizable. You can cut it to the size of your gauges. So this one is cracked right in the middle. So anyway, then you got that funkiness going on down there with the vents all taped off. Everything has to be gone over to see where we're at. So there you have it, guys. It's my update for Thursday. And we'll see what happens tomorrow, and we'll get back with you for the last update of the week. See ya. So what's George doing today? What are you doing today? Anything fun? Today? He's a garbage man today.
Oil cooler, and I have to use inner seals on the front end, and loop locker, and then a brake flush.
Woohoo! Friday, week's over. Hallelujah. All right, coming in on the update in the shop. We wrote the ticket up for that. To CJ, let me turn this stuff off. We wrote the paperwork up on. There's a bunch of stuff that's got to go on with this. I think I mentioned yesterday that all the stainless steel bolts are rusting out. There's an exhaust leak real bad. He wants the floor sealed around the brake and clutch, but I don't know how to do that without making the brake and clutch non-movable. So we'll have to get it as close as possible because they don't go straight up and down. They're on an angle. Also, we got a bad gasket on the fuel tank, so that's got to be replaced. We got to install new seat belts in the back and a bunch of other little miscellaneous stuff. Thermostat, new coolant, temperature sensor, fuel gauge, directional switch, wheel hub, stupid stuff. Over here we're sort of not at a standstill. We got the fuel tank out today, so that we can cut the floor out when that gets here. And we're continuing the sand job on the sanding all the old paint off. We'll continue on that on Monday. This one is waiting on parts now, and a lot of parts. I'll take you into show you that grill I was telling you about yesterday. Got a couple of little issues with that. Paint lifted up when we took the tape off, so we have to fix that. That would have been like right here, right there, and right there, a little bit there. So we got to recoat those on Monday. My son had to come in. Bill sprayed all of this. We masked it all off. You know, I think you saw that in yesterday's video. Bill sprayed it yesterday. When we pulled the masking tape, there's a couple of edges that weren't done, so my son had to go around the whole thing and do all the edges. So we got like 6 hours into that just in paint and touch-up. And then maybe we'll have another half hour in masking again on Monday and painting those teeth-looking things. And then we'll be done on that. Just install it on the car. Outside of that, I think everything else is where it needs to be. We got a collision coming in from Progressive Insurance. I'm not sure if it's coming in tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday. So we have to look into that. See what that may be my neighbor, because my neighbor got hit by a drunk driver, and I gave her a card, and she said she would have the insurance contact me. So maybe that's what it is. If it is, it's a hard hit right in the front. Frame is bent. All airbags in the front deployed. I thought it would be a write-off. Maybe not. But we'll take on anything. Compressor took a crap finally. Earlier today, the motor burned up, so we have a motor on order. Say that 5 times fast. Got a motor on order. All right. George is coming back on this side, probably for Monday. So that's it for the week, guys. If you like, comment, subscribe, follow, all of that junk, and we'll see you on next week's update.